Imagine walking down a busy street and seeing a woman dancing. Not unusual, right? Now imagine she keeps dancing for hours, then for days, then for an entire week. No music, no celebration, no reason. Soon, dozens of people join her, then hundreds. Some dance until their feet bleed. Some collapse from exhaustion, and some reportedly dance themselves to death. It sounds like the plot of a horror movie, but this actually happened. And more than 500 years later, historians still can't fully explain it. Welcome to What Really Happened, the channel where we uncover the world's strangest mysteries, unbelievable events, and forgotten stories to separate fact from fiction. Today, we're traveling back to the summer of 1518 to investigate one of the most bizarre events in human history, the Dancing Plague. What really happened? Let's find out. It all began in July of 1518 in the city of Strasbourg. At the time, Strasbourg was part of the Holy Roman Empire and is now located in modern-day France. Life wasn't easy. People were struggling with disease, poverty, famine, and social unrest. Then something strange happened. A woman known as Frau Trophäa stepped into the street and began to dance. At first, nobody paid much attention. Perhaps she was celebrating. Perhaps she was entertaining herself. But as the hours passed, something became unsettling. She didn't stop. Day turned into night. Night turned into another day. And Frau Trophäa kept dancing. Witnesses reported that she danced continuously for nearly a week. No one could understand why. But the strangest part was yet to come. Within days, others began dancing too. Then more. And more. Soon, dozens of people were dancing uncontrollably through the streets. By August, reports claimed that hundreds had joined. These weren't trained performers. They weren't celebrating a festival. Many appeared distressed and exhausted, yet they continued dancing against their will. Some screamed in pain. Others begged for help. Still, their bodies kept moving. Imagine watching your neighbors, friends, and family dancing endlessly while unable to stop. The city descended into confusion. People feared something supernatural was happening. Had they been cursed? Possessed? Punished by God? No one knew. But authorities felt they had to act. Unfortunately, their solution would make things even worse. The city's leaders consulted local physicians. The doctors examined the dancers and reached a shocking conclusion. They believed the victims suffered from what they called hot blood. According to medical theories of the time, the cure was simple. Let them dance it out. So instead of stopping the dancing, officials encouraged it. They built wooden stages. They hired musicians. They even brought in professional dancers. The idea was that if the afflicted danced long enough, the condition would eventually leave their bodies. But the exact opposite happened. More people joined. The plague spread further. And according to several historical accounts, some participants collapsed from exhaustion, strokes, heart attacks, or severe dehydration. The city was witnessing something completely unprecedented. So what was happening? For centuries, historians and scientists have debated the answer. One theory points to poisoning. Some researchers suggested that villagers may have consumed rye contaminated with a fungus known as ergot. This fungus contains chemicals that can affect the brain and cause hallucinations. At first glance, it seems plausible. But many experts argue that ergot poisoning doesn't explain why hundreds of people would dance for days at a time. Another theory is mass hysteria. Today, it's often called mass psychogenic illness. This occurs when extreme stress, fear, and anxiety manifest as physical symptoms that spread through groups of people. Remember the conditions in Strasbourg: famine, disease, religious fear, economic hardship. People were living under enormous pressure. Some historians believe the dancing plague may have been a collective psychological response to overwhelming stress. In other words, their minds may have triggered a physical reaction that spread through the community. Yet even this theory doesn't answer every question, which is why the mystery continues. Eventually, authorities abandoned their earlier strategy. The dancers were transported to a nearby shrine dedicated to Saint Vitus, a saint associated with neurological disorders and uncontrollable movement. Religious ceremonies were performed. Gradually, the dancing began to stop. The outbreak faded, and just as suddenly as it appeared, it was over. The streets fell silent once again. But the questions remained. More than 500 years later, the dancing plague of 1518 remains one of history's strangest mysteries. Was it poisoning? Mass hysteria? A misunderstood medical condition? Or something we still don't fully understand? What makes this story so fascinating is that it reminds us how little we sometimes know about the human mind. Hundreds of people danced for reasons that remain unclear. And despite centuries of investigation, no explanation has completely solved the mystery. There are even basic facts we still don't have. Frau Trophäa, the woman who started it all, was taken away by church officials around the 7th day of her dancing. And after that, she simply disappears from history. We don't know if she recovered. We don't know if she died. We just know that the dancing didn't stop with her. And the death toll itself is just as uncertain. Later chronicles claimed that up to 15 people were dying every single day at the outbreak's peak. But here's the unsettling part. Strasbourg's own official records from 1518 don't confirm a single death. No agreed number, no final count. Just silence where the answer should be. But one thing is certain. For a few terrifying weeks in the summer of 1518, an entire city watched as people danced against their will. And nobody could stop it. So what do you think really happened? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this episode of What Really Happened, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more unbelievable stories that are 100% real. Until next time, stay curious.